Don't want your kisses, that's for sure. I die each time I hear this sound. Here comes, that's Kathy's clown. I gotta stand tall, you know I'm making crawl. But when he tells you lies and he hears them passing by, he's not a man at all. Don't want your love anymore. Don't want your kisses, that's for sure. I die each time I hear the sound. He comes, that's Kathy's clown. When you shed a tear, you know it, and you know that it's sincere. Don't you think it's kind of sad that you're treating me so bad, or don't you even care? Don't want your love anymore. Don't want your kisses, that's for sure. I die each time I hear the sound. Here he comes, that's Kathy's clown. That's Kathy's clown. That's Kathy's clown. What's up, everybody? Happy Night Starter. Oh my gosh, it's Wednesday night again. It came so fast. And I'm so glad that it came. Hold on, let me just adjust my camera. Because it's making me look really, I am really short, but it's making me look shorter. What's up, everybody? Hello, my friends that are on YouTube and Twitch tonight. If you're new to the room, this is Night Starter. I do this weekly on Wednesday nights. Guess who's sitting under my chair right now? Sitting under my chair right now is none other but Roger. Roger's right under the chair. Lately, when I've been singing or playing music, he likes to be near me. So maybe I'll pick him up and put him on my lap at some point. He's huge though. I renamed him Breadloaf. He's a French bulldog that moonlights as a stinky breadloaf monster. So anyways, happy Wednesday Night Starter. I gave you a few themes this week. I gave you a few hints on the theme. My hints, I will admit, they were not as good as they usually are. I wasn't on top of it because I was like, I was gonna get it, so it was gonna give it away with anything. So I did 3 hints. The first hint was the Berenstain Bears, which was the brother and sister. Thank you. The second hint was, did I do The Simpsons? Nope, I was holding on to that one. The second one was a pack of lions. Hey, thank you so much. Thanks, Dad. Do you like my new things that pop up on the screen? I don't know how to make that disappear, though. The second hint was a pack of lions. The third hint, which I did about an hour ago, was All in the Family. So that being said, can anybody guess what tonight's theme is? Hey, thank you. Thank you for tipping. You're about to find out the theme. I'm going to tell you the theme right now. The theme tonight is family jewels. Here's my clapper. I meant to do a hint of some jewels, but I got a little sidetracked prepping for the show. So tonight's theme is family jewels. I was kind of going back and forth on some different theme ideas. Send me theme ideas if you guys want. Please send me any theme ideas because it it's fun, and then we can be in on it together. But yeah, I was talking to my mom and dad, and actually, I think they're here tonight. Wiki Dawn and my mom is on the stream with him. Say hi to them. They suggested that, and I was just thinking there's so many good bands that are siblings and families, and I actually wound up doing a lot of siblings. But this is gonna have to be like a 3-part series. Someone's here from Japan? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. This is gonna have to be a big series because there was so much great music, but I found some really good gems. So I started the stream off with the Everly Brothers. A little bit about the Everly Brothers because you know I love music history, and this was some stuff. So Dawn, hey, that's my dad's name, Dawn and Phil Everly. They're known for steel string acoustic guitar and close harmony singing. And I will say, I was gonna say this about what I've realized and really noticed about these family bands is they harmonize perfect. Like all of these bands kill it in just their blending and their harmonies and the way that they write their songs. I'm obsessed with harmonies, and I can honestly say that I learned a lot about harmonizing because my mom and I would sit in the car picking up my brothers from school, and we would just sing together and blend and do harmonies. And so when you hear my records and you hear like a lot of those vocal arrangements that I do, I attribute that to singing with my mom. So there's a shout out for my mom. What's up, Manuel? First time here. Welcome to Nite Starter. So yeah, a little bit more about the Everly Brothers. So their first hit was 1956 with Bye Bye Love. But it wasn't until they signed with Warner Brothers, just a year later, and they officially broke with Kathy's Clown, which you just heard me sing. They only lasted as a duo until 1973. They did not get along. And I guess what happened is in 1973, they were playing Knott's Berry Farm, and Dawn got drunk and messed up Kathy's Clown. I don't think I messed it up too bad tonight. I definitely messed it up. But he messed it up, and that led his brother Phil to smash his guitar on stage and quote, he said, "I'm tired of being an Everly brother." And that was it. That was it for the Everly Brothers. So yeah, and also what's cool is like some of these bands I did tonight, it turns out that the Everly Brothers really influenced them with the harmonies. So I thought that was a cool fact. Phil died in 2014 and Dawn died in 2021. I hope they made up. But yeah, one last fact about them, and then we're gonna keep going because I gotta fit a lot into an hour. You know me though, I go over. The song Wake Up Little Susie was banned from a few different Boston radio stations because the lyrics were suggestive about kids falling asleep at the drive-in. So there's some Everly Brothers facts. Yeah, so if you're walking in the room, the theme tonight is Family Jewels. Here on Nite Starter, I'm gonna do a bunch of different family bands. Siblings. It actually wound up being siblings. There is one band that I'm gonna play right now that actually had a dad that was the manager. Can anybody guess? Dad was the manager, and it's all siblings. This is so easy. I'm handing it to you. Yep, this next band is from Gary, Indiana. I love this song. I've done a lot of their songs. They never get old. I love soul music, so with that, not the Shags, not the Kinks. Did they have parent managers too, though? There it is. Galaxy 9 Synthesis on Twitch was the first to say Jackson 5. We got some Jackson 5 right now. I'll give you a few facts about Jackson 5 after this next song and my sip of Celsius. That doesn't sponsor me, but if they sent me a couple Celsius, I would gladly accept them. What's up, Willie? I would gladly accept them and drink them and then probably have a heart attack. So with that, here's the Jackson 5s for you. I said the Jackson 5s. Also known later on as the Jacksons. I gotta catch my breath. I'm so excited. Never can say goodbye. Never can say goodbye. Even though the pain and heartache seem to follow me where I go. Though I try and try to hide my feelings, they always seem to show. When you try to say you're leaving me, and I always have to say no. Tell me why. Is it so that I never can say goodbye? Never can say goodbye. Every time I think I've had enough to start heading for the door, there's this very strange vibration that pierces me to the core, and it says, turn around, you fool. You know you love her more and more. Tell me why. It is so. Don't wanna let you go. Never can say goodbye, girl. Ooh, 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 baby. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. Ooh. Never can say goodbye, girl. Ooh, 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 ooh. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. Ooh. Say goodbye. No, no, no. I never can say goodbye. I keep thinking that our problems soon are all gonna work out. There's that same unhappy feeling that there's anguish, that there's doubt. Is it same old dizzy hang up? Can't do with you or without. Tell me why. Is it so? Don't wanna let you go. Never can say goodbye, girl. Ooh, 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 ooh. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 ooh. Never can say goodbye, girl. Ooh, 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 baby. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 ooh, girl. Never can say goodbye, girl. Ooh, 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 ooh. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. Never can. That was me catching my breath, and that was the Jackson 5. Oh, thank you. What's up, everybody? That was the Jackson 5 with Never Can Say Goodbye. Thank you so much. I love seeing this group has been growing. I love that we have a place to be together on Wednesday nights. Yeah, it's crazy times right now. And singing and live streaming and hanging out with people saved me mentally during COVID. And I'm just so happy to be doing this again and connecting and doing it on a new platform and a new way to do it. So, Jackson 5, I've got some facts for you guys. So they're siblings from Gary, Indiana. I've been to Gary, Indiana. That's where I bought Leroy the Clown. I got Leroy. Actually, he was right. This is Leroy. He comes with me on tour. He's always at the merch booth. He is a little hobo clown I bought in Indiana at an antique shop. And I got him in Fremont, Indiana, which is, I think, just right outside of Gary. I remember that because I'll always, whenever I go through on tour and pass through Gary, that's where we found those antique stores. So anyways, they're from Gary, Indiana. Brothers Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Marlon, and Michael. And they were managed by their dad, Joe. Wah, wah. they had the average age in this band when they became professional, when they broke, the average age of the guys in the band was 12 years old. So they were young. They began in talent shows and clubs on the Chitlin circuit. And if you don't know what the Chitlin circuit was, it was a circuit, a collection of venues in the Midwest, the East Coast, Southern, Upper Midwest, and it provided cultural and commercial acceptance for African American artists. So very important to soul music and the music that we are so blessed with today. Yeah, so I'm really grateful for the Chitlin circuit and for African American music of America and everywhere. In 1968, they signed with Motown and had 4 consecutive #1 hits and 17 top 40 hits. That is a lot. That is a lot. And then, I mean, think about it. Think of, yeah, Jake, their dad was a turd. When I was going down the rabbit hole, there was a lot of like dark stuff with their parents, but I tried to stay out of that. I was trying to just stick with some of the facts. But yeah, Joe, there's actually a crazy like made-for-TV movie of the Jacksons that came out in the 90s that was really good. If you can find it, you should watch it. Yeah, in 1976, though, they signed with Epic Records, and that's when they became the Jacksons. And here's a fun fact for you. Hold on, Willie, hold on. Fun fact is, sorry, I got dogs everywhere. Fun fact, Gladys Knight, from Gladys Knight and the Pips, she heard the Jackson 5 performing, and she's the one who made the call to Motown and said, you gotta give these kids a chance. And I mean, once they signed to Motown, that was it. Like, and last fact, Michael and Jermaine had a really big rivalry. And it was because Michael became the star. And apparently, Jermaine said, quote, like this was years later, like 80s or 90s, Jermaine said, that was supposed to be me. So, man, like, jealousy is no joke. That's a scary thing. And especially when it's with your siblings, because you can't get away from that. It's something like, yeah. But yeah, I love the Jackson 5. Like, I love their songs. I love the music that has come from that family. I'm sorry they had to go through the stuff that they went through to become who they were. What's my favorite Jackson 5 song? I really like Who's Loving You. I also love the one I just did, even though I kind of bombed it. Yeah. Oh, guys, it's time for the first commercial break of the night. I got some nice treats for you guys tonight. I'll see you guys after this first commercial break. Don't be too scared tonight with this one.
I say, let's muffle them. Let the lie detector do it.
We want your secret recipe for Kentucky Fried Chicken.
And we want it now. You're going to tell us now?
Why, it's my pleasure, lady.
Go ahead, tell us.
First, we take some eggs and some milk and
Yes, Colonel.
some flour and savory.
And?
Then we have 4 ounces.
4 ounces of what?
4 ounces of 4 ounces of grandfather's overcoat.
Give up, girls. How to blend 11 herbs and spices that make Kentucky Fried Chicken so finger-licking good. That's the Colonel's secret. Forever.
Now, Colonel, let's try it again, and this time the truth.
Finally, I had 3 shoelaces and a hubcap.
Hope you guys like that KFC commercial. Did that make you guys, Jake, I'm glad you stumbled on this stream also. Welcome to Nite Starter. So, yeah, KFC, I actually watched recently, sorry, I'm still adjusting things. I recently watched a whole YouTube thing on Kentucky Fried Chicken and the Colonel, and you guys, his story, we're gonna have to do a story about him one night. Did you know that he had tons of failed businesses. He kept coming up with ideas and like getting a start, and then it would like fail. And he didn't even hit with Kentucky Fried Chicken until he was like in his 70s. And I think he didn't want to sell. He didn't want to sell KFC. It was like his baby, and he didn't trust all these like corporate bigwigs. Surprise, surprise. But finally, it was too much for him, and he was old, like really old, like I think 84, when he finally sold KFC. So that's some interesting. There's just some really interesting stuff about that. So back to our theme tonight, which is family jewels. Thanks. This is my little. I haven't washed my hair in a few days, so whenever you see me with a hat, or it's so cold here right now that I gotta hide my head in something. So, here in this freezing, like frigid temperature, my apartment's cold. You just get filthy. So I'm proud to be a filthy New Yorker. If you want more retro. Ooh, thanks, Jake. I would love to. Send me a link to that. I love finding these retro commercials. And I have many more for you to come. Okay, so my next group, I'm going to give you guys a hint again. Check. Hey, hey, I'm back. Hello. I'm back. Ooh, sorry. It was my logic. It just like crapped out on me. My friend is trying to get on and she doesn't know how to use YouTube. You see my friend Sasha. Oh, it's because she was texting me. I blame Sasha, if you're on here, you can't text me right now. Okay, great. So we're back. I'm gonna go into the next song. So sorry about that, you guys. Okay, next group, siblings. It's a brother and sister, and they were in the 70s. It's funny, like a lot of these groups all hit around. It's funny, like I'll start going through my lists, and then there will be these weird connections that show themselves later. So anyways, yeah, this is two siblings. They really hit in the the 70s. Had a number of hits. They put out 10 albums in, I think, 14 years. Any clue? The singer of this band is also a great drummer, and she originally was the drummer of the group as well, but she was kicking so much butt singing, it was kind of throwing it off with her drumming. Not the Osmonds. Oh, I set up a Streamlabs bot and it's working. Hey, cool. I'm getting so technological. Okay, all right, I'm gonna just move it to the next song. Carpenters, you got it, Leaky Dawn, that's my dad. Yes, the Carpenters. I hope my friend does. It's definitely a Wi-Fi thing. Okay, we're back anyways. Here comes the next song. I'm doing the Carpenters, and this song, what a great song. It's been covered by some others. Leon Russell and I forgot the other guy's name. I think Tony Asher wrote this. This next song is Superstar. Yeah, Leon Russell is incredible. I want to go do a deep dive this week on him, just in my free time. Long ago, and oh so far away, I fell in love with you before the second show. Your guitar, it sounds so sweet and clear, but you're not really here. It's just the radio. Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you, I really do. Such a great song. Loneliness is such a sad affair, and I can hardly wait to be with you again. What to say to make you come again? Come back to me again and play a sad guitar. Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you, I really do. Do you remember you told me you love me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you, I really do. That was the Carpenters with Superstar. All right. I'm so nervous. My internet's being a little weird. I think I need to just go check. On the next commercial break, I'll check on a few things, because there will be more commercial breaks. But I want to give you a couple of Carpenter facts first. What's up? I saw someone new is in the room. I think is that my friend Sasha? Is Sasha here? Sasha, if you're here. Oh, thank you, Kyle. Thank you so much, you guys, for the support tonight. I really appreciate that. You never have to do that, though. I do this because it's really fun. And now I have a fancy TV show, like I always wanted. I did this as a kid, too. So, fourth grade dreams do come true. So the Carpenters, if you're new in the room, tonight's theme is Family Jewels. This is going to be a mini-part series over the year. So we'll say this is Family Jewels Part 1. And we already did Jackson 5. We started with the Everly Brothers doing Kathy's Clown, and that was the Carpenters with Superstar. Brother and sister vocal and instrumental duo, and they were known for a soft music style with Karen's lower vocals and Richard's harmonies and lush arrangements. Richard's arrangements were actually, this was interesting, they were heavily influenced by the music of Les Paul, Les Paul is an incredible, famous guitar maker as well, but he invented some really interesting recording techniques. Les Paul, I think, was the first to do overdubs in the studio. And he would overdub his wife Mary's vocals on lead and harmonies. So Richard Carpenter really liked that. So he started doing that in the studio with his sister, Karen, and he also loved to do a really close mic because she had such a soft, low voice. Karen was a drummer, and Richard was on piano, but later Karen switched to only vocals. But she's a great jazz drummer. Like, you can go here on YouTube or Twitch, and you can go look up some really cool videos of her playing the drums. So in 1969, they signed as a duo to A&M, and yeah, they did 10 albums in 14 years. But because they toured so much, like, they were just on. Richard got deep into Quaaludes, and Karen sadly picked up anorexia nervosa, and she passed away from heart failure due to anorexia in 1983. And that's when the Carpenters disbanded. Like, that was it. No more, like, you can't the Carpenters without one half of them. So yeah, Superstar was by Leon Russell and Bonnie Bramlett. I'm sorry, not Tony Asher. He wrote a different one we're going to talk about. But yeah, they took Superstar to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1971. And here's 2 more cool facts about that specific song. Karen did the vocals for that song. She did them in 1 take. And she read them off of a napkin she read the lyrics off a napkin that Richard scrawled them on. And also, it's been covered by a number of people, but Luther Vandross covered it, and Sonic Youth. So, pretty cool. You know it's a great song. You know a song is great when it can be covered by completely different types of music, types of artists. Like, that's why I like doing this show. I love digging into music and songs, because a good song is a good song is a good song, and it will translate to any language. It'll translate through, it will just translate through ears. Like, it just connects to you in different ways. So, yeah, with that, it's time for a commercial. I'm gonna catch my breath. And we'll be back with something special after this very... All right, see you in a minute.
Hi, my name is Carla Shaw. You can stop at 5 or 6 stores or just one. I don't need friends. They disappoint me.
Hi, I'm Todd LaRue. You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. I feel like a deer in the headlights of love.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming. You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one.
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. Can I ask you kind of a weird question?
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. I am the queen of the universe. The waves part, and they engulf me, and the water is warm.
Or just one. I can see the Statue of Liberty from here.
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. I can't stand it when she touches me.
People say that time heals all wounds.
Hello. Welcome back to Nite Starter. Welcome to not my teenage room, but my teenage room was pretty close to this. Yeah, did you guys like that commercial? I found that the other day and I was pretty excited about it. That apparently what you just witnessed was someone's, it was like a screen test reel, but I don't even want to know what it is. All I know is it's magic. So here we're on Nite Starter, and being that tonight's theme is family jewels, I decided we're going to skip the news of the weird tonight, and instead we're going to go back into the past. Right here. If you ever went to Nite Starter when it was karaoke happy hour on COVID, this was a big part of it. This is, I actually wrote a whole thing about this. Hold on. This is tonight's episode here in Nite Starter, being as a theme, I decided to bring it back to my old diaries. I kept diaries from the age of 12 after reading an inspiring book in school about a kid who wrote in journals. So I started writing in journals one day, and I have kept diaries since I was 12 years old, and I have a huge box of them. It got a little more sporadic over the years, but I've kept up with it to this day. I went to a diner and I wrote in my journal today. I'm not gonna read you any of my recent journals, but something as a songwriter that I do is I just keep notebooks on me everywhere I go. I'm constantly just writing thoughts down. But I like to say that it all started with this holy grail right here, my diary. And that's why we're in my room right now. There's me. I would put my picture at the front of every book, and then I would write my name, and I'd write the date. So this is ancient. And I'm gonna read you just one page, because it's pretty juicy. So this was March 10th, 1994. Oh my gosh. Don't judge me on these dates. It is only what? What's the year? What are we in now? 2000? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Should I just get to a juicy one? They're all juicy. All right. I'll start with this one. I've read these before, but... Dear Diary, I had an all right day today. First in AA, Ms. Davis was having a meeting, so we were supposed to go to different AA classes. The door was unlocked to Miss Davis's class, so we went inside. We stayed there for 10 minutes. Then a lady called up on the intercom and asked for Miss Davis. We darted out of the room and we were supposed to be, and Miss Rusick asked us where we had been, so we told her. Then Miss Boucher told us to go in. We got away with it. Heather Ratliff likes Ben Tipton. Just so you know, Heather Ratliff likes Ben Tipton. She asked him out, and he said okay. I think I might like either Ron Simpson. Ron Simpson, are you watching this? I think I should have found Ron on Instagram. Anyway. I think I might either like Ron Simpson or Josh Kent. Kent sounds better with my first name. Kendra Kent. Then Simpson. Kendra Simpson. I think my brother Aaron might smoke, but I don't care. It's not my lungs that are rotting out. I'm staying over at my best friend Carrie's house for the weekend. I can't wait. Even though our characteristics are opposites, we have some similarities. I hope we don't get into any fights this weekend. And that was a page of March 10th of my diary. Sorry guys about all those Streamlabs bots that I'm still learning, so if you see something that keeps saying welcome, I'll work on that stuff. I'm gonna read one more. I was like 12 years old, I think, so if that tells you anything. And I'm 19 now, so that was 6 years ago. Okay, I'm gonna read you one more because it's juicy, and then we're gonna go to another commercial and back to the music. March 21st, 1994. Dear Diary, I'm watching the Academy Awards. One day, I would like to be in the place of one of those famous actors or actresses. It has been a lifelong dream. Elijah Wood and Macaulay Culkin are my heroes. Secretly, I have crushes on them both. When I grow up, I want to either be an actress, singer, or artist, cartoonist. But mostly an actress or a singer. Something theatrical. Today at school, at lunchtime, our table was full. I'm really quiet at school. I don't want anyone to think that I'm weird because I am. Oh, at least everyone says so. Not bad weird, but good weird. Goofy weird. I'm also sort of awkward looking. I have a long nose and I'm skinny. This weekend, I get to have a sleepover. I'm only allowed to invite 3 other than myself. I will invite Heather, Amanda, and Mandy. My best friend Carrie will spend the night next weekend.
Taught your children to be polite and friendly, but have you taught them when not to be?
Hi there. Do you live around here?
Uh-huh.
You going to school?
Yes.
Well, I could give you a ride.
Last year, 50,000 children disappeared, many of them from nice, safe neighborhoods.
It's okay. Come on, help me.
Talk to your children about not talking to strangers, and do it today. A message for your child's safety from the American Medical Association.
I'm Charlie the Gnome, and these are my hobbies. I love picking up dog poop. I like feet. Hanging out with my friends. Sunbathing with some nice snacky. Haunted houses. And relaxing.
I'm back. Sorry, my logic's been really weird tonight. It keeps crapping out. Luckily, I'm stocked with lots and lots of commercials. So that was a bit of Dear Diary. Might be a new segment that once in a while I do on the show. We can just slowly read the diary of a 12-year-old. Also, like when I was coming back live, I forgot to take down my bedroom, so I had to do that really quick. Anyways, I'm back. Let's go into another song, and then I have some other special treats for you. Because already it's 9:50. Okay, so this next group, I heard somebody bring up the next group in the chat. It's a family band. Someone said we should do this group as a full night. This band is known for their sound combining funk, soul, psychedelic rock, gospel, and R&B, and they're a huge influence on pop culture. Sadly, the lead of this group passed away just at the end of 2025, but he left an insane legacy for us. This next song on Family Jewels Night is a cover song, actually, and I have some really interesting facts about this song. But this is Sly and the Family Stone with, I freaking love this song, Que Sera, Sera. Just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Place to ride, to ride. My YouTube band is gonna take a solo here at Nite Starter. Let's give up for my special YouTube Golden Corral backing band. funky. Hi, Jay. Nice to meet you. Hey, Sarai, Sarai. Whatever will be, will be, will be. The future's not ours, you see. Thank you, Bree. Ooh, hey, Sarai, hey, Sarai. I have children of my own. They ask their mother, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? I tell them tenderly, hey, Sarai, Sarai. What? Hey, Sarai, Sarai. Hey, Sarai. And that was Sly and the Family Stone with Que Sera Sera. All right, so it's 9:57, but I still have a little bit left. We're gonna probably go 10, 15 minutes over. So if you stick around, awesome. If not, I understand too. I'm trying to get better at my time management, but clearly I'm not there yet. Okay, so I promised you a couple interesting facts about the song. They were the first group in American rock and roll to have an first group in American rock and roll to have a racially integrated and a mixed gender lineup. They formed in 1966, and in their group, this family was siblings Sly Stone, Freddie Stone, and Rose Stone. And then they also had their friends, Cynthia Robinson, Greg Arico, Jerry Martini, and Larry Graham. And this group, they were such pioneers, but they ended up slowly dissolving for various reasons, internal stuff, some drug, alcohol issues in 1975. And then Sly Stone kind of took the reins, and there was different people in and out of the group, but the main group dissolved in 75. And these are just my interesting facts about Que Sera. So, Que Sera Sera, Doris, thanks Dylan. Doris Day originally sang that song, and she didn't want to. So this is what the crazy fact. So the original Que Sera Sera was for Doris Day, and she protested it, but she was gonna be in a new Hitchcock movie. Alfred Hitchcock did not like her. He didn't even want her in the movie, but she was on MGM, and the lead for the movie was The Man Who Knew Too Much, 1956. He didn't want her in the movie, but he wanted a male lead, which I don't have his name down. And MGM said that the only way you can use this male lead is if you also bring on Doris Day. And so then he said, okay, I guess I'll have Doris Day. And then it was like, oh, she's a singer too. She's gonna need a song. So Que Sera Sera was written by Jay Livingston and Ray Evans, who wrote the Christmas song Silver Bells. Doris Day sang it angrily for this Hitchcock movie. And then this is where Sly and the Family Stone come in. Terry Melcher, he's connected to Charles Manson, those murders. He also was a friend of the Beach Boys. Anyways, Terry Melcher's mom was Doris Day, and he played Que Sera Sera one day randomly for Sly Stone. And Sly Stone thought Doris Day was such a lovely lady, and he said, I would like to cover this song. And he heard his version in his head, and that's the story. So Terry Melcher connected Sly Stone to Que Sera Sera, which was Doris Day, his mom said. Anyways, that's the connection of that song. I'm out of breath. Like I said, all these things connect. Like I found some other crazy things having to do with the Carpenters and the Carpenter, like everything's connected. Okay, I have a special little video. It's kind of weird. I've talked to Vinyl Junkies. He really likes my talking foods. And we have a few reoccurring characters. So I thought maybe one of the characters could sing a song for you. I hope you'll enjoy this. And we'll go right into the next song after this break.
You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, boy, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire.
I thought we needed a wiener roasting on the fire. All right, I'm moving into the next song. I'm speeding this night up because I still have a couple more little videos I want to show. I was going to do a song craft time, but we'll have to save that for the next show because there's always going to be another. So yeah, you just saw the roasting weenie, and the next song is a trio of sisters. These sisters, it's interesting. Remember I said something connects to the Carpenters. So the person who wrote this next song with this trio of sisters, he was the main songwriter for the Carpenters. And this group pulled him in to write this song. It was a follow-up to a Bruce Springsteen cover that they did in the early 90s. They did this in the early 80s, and this Bruce Springsteen song was in the late 70s. I see someone in there, Mr. Mendo, you're right. We've got the Pointer Sisters with Slow Hand. Quickly about the Pointer Sisters, it started out as a duo of two of the sisters, June and Bonnie Pointer, and then Anita and Ruth joined in, and they did country, and they were actually the first black group to perform at the Grand Ole Opry. So I thought that's amazing. And they were a country R&B vocal group. They won a Grammy for Best Country Vocal Performance. Bonnie left to go to a solo career, and then the other three sisters, Anita, Ruth, and June, ended up going more into dance, electric, pop, disco, and that's where they blew up. But Slow Hand right here, I'm going to do that, and then I'll tell you one more thing about that song. This is the Pointer Sisters with Slow Hand.
As the midnight moon was drifting through the lazy sway of trees, I saw the look in your eyes, looking into mine, seeing what you wanted to see. Darling, don't say a word, 'cause I already heard what your body's saying to mine. slow groove. My mind, I want a man with a slow hand. I want a lover with an easy touch. I want somebody who will spend some time and go in a heated rush. I want somebody who will understand. To love, I want a slow hand. Ooh. Right, Chico? There's a lot of country, and now that I know that they started as a country group, it all makes sense. Shallow ground with no one around, and a blanket of stars in your eyes. We are drifting free like two lost leaves on a crazy wind. Darling, don't say a word, 'cause I already heard what your body is saying to mine. If I want it all night, want it all right. Ooh, we got the time. 'Cause I got a man with a slow hand. I got a lover with an easy touch. I got somebody who will spend some time, come and go in a heated rush. I found somebody who will understand. When it comes to love, I want a slow hand. I've not performed at the Grand Ole Opry, but I would like to. You want it all night. Please say it's all right. It's not a fast move, but a slow groove. On my mind, 'cause I got a man with a slow hand. I got a lover with an easy touch. I found somebody who will spend some time, not come and go in a heated rush. I found somebody who will understand. I found a lover with a slow hand. A lover with a slow hand. And I get all excited with his easy touch. I found somebody who will spend the night and go in a heated rush. I got a lover with a slow hand. That was the Pointer Sisters with Slow Hand. You know what I really wanted for that song? I wanted a whole bunch of hands to appear around me, but nobody at my house wanted to do that. So that's why I was doing this. Man, I'm just catching up on your comments. I love reading this. It's so good seeing you guys. And like I said, there's 2 rooms going. Twitch. Oh, I'm gonna try this test actually. I'm learning Twitch and YouTube, these live stream things, as I do the live streams each week. So I'm adding new things. I'm just gonna try this to see if everyone can see the chat box when I do this. No? Oh look, there's the chat box, you guys. Can you read this? Can you see it? Is it too tiny? But can everybody see the chat box when you look at it? I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much. I have another special movie, so it's Sibling Night. Do you guys like that screen right there? That's my other. Oh, you can see the chat. So wait, can YouTube chitter chatters? Can you guys see the Twitch chatter? Can a Twitch person and a YouTube person? Oh, it looks tiny, like characters. Okay. It's distorted. Okay, I'm gonna mess with it. I'm gonna do some secret YouTube tests this week to see if I can get it all to work. I'm gonna put my regular screen back. Slowly but surely, I'm gonna connect us all here on Night Starter. So as I said, tonight is Family Jewels night, and I just happened to, I
I took the box off the screen. I'm from the future right now because my latency is a little ahead of yours. I have a video I made of my brother when I was in Florida a couple years ago, because I've been like making these random movies for a long time. I did them with my friend Julia on this thing we call Dead Phone, and then I've done others. And then I've been making them for the show, like the singing weenies that we just saw. I did that yesterday. And also we have Charlie the Naked Gnome. Anyways, I don't know if my brother's here tonight, but I told him I'd play this special movie. I'm going to Florida next week, actually, to see my family, and my, did it work? Did you guys see it out? I'm learning. Anyways, I'm going to see my family next week. My mom asked, Mom, if you're here, I'm putting this on you. My mom asked that I don't do Nite Starter while I'm there, because I get so caught up in stuff. If I do it, I'm going to let you know next week, early next week. It'll be not on Wednesday, because I fly into Florida on Wednesday. So I won't be able to do it on Wednesday night. I'll keep you updated if there's a makeup night. I would like there to be, but if not, we'll be back the following Wednesday. But yeah, I'm going to go see some family. Anyways, I'm not performing while in Florida, but I'm gonna go. My grandpa actually passed away over the holidays, so we're doing a little memorial for him. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to that. So, this is a special movie. I don't know how to explain this. My brother was really into working out at the time, so we made a workout video. And I got a hold of everything in his fridge, and I'll just leave it at that. I'm calling that one Sausage Workout. It just came to me. Yeah, so there's another one of my films, and actually, I've had a lot of people. Thank you, Mr. Mendo. Yeah, I've just, you know what? I just let it rip. It's pretty terrible, but I'm glad like 2 people get it. I have had a lot of people asking about Charlie the Gnome, and actually he wanted to come and just make an announcement tonight, so I'm just gonna invite him. He has something he's promoting, and on the next Nite Starter, you'll get to see what he's promoting. So let's welcome Charlie the Gnome back in the room. We're wrapping up the night, but here is Charlie with a word about things.
Oh, hi everybody. Hi Kendra. I'm here today to plug my new book, The Beautiful Foot. In this book, we're going to hear a story about a foot. Have a great week, everybody.
Yeah, so that's Charlie, and he's promoting his new book. Well, I have the book right here. The Beautiful Foot. So he's going to read that to us on Nite Starter the next time that you tune in. So we're about at the end of the night. I'm so happy to see everyone here on Nite Starter. We'll do Song Craft Time next time. It gives me more things to talk about and do. yeah, this was part 1 of Family Jewels, and there's going to be many parts to Family Jewels because there are so many. So let's recap. We started with the Everly Brothers, Kathy's Clown Brothers. Then we went to the Jackson 5, Never Can Say Goodbye. Carpenters with Superstar. Sly and the Family Stone with K Sarah Sarah. Pointer Sisters with Slow Hand. And the Beach Boys. Well, I just told you what I'm doing now, the Beach Boys. I love the Beach Boys. Pet Sounds is one of my favorite albums. Talk about great harmonies and a few facts about the Beach Boys. I just could not leave them out off this list. I wanted to get right to them. Beach Boys, an American rock group from Hawthorne, California, and they consisted of brothers Brian, Dennis, and Carl Wilson, plus their cousin Mike Love and their friend Al Jardine. Am I saying that right? Al Jardine. So they were known for vocal harmonies, youthful oriented lyrics, and extreme music ingenuity. They drew on older pop vocal groups like the Everly Brothers. They were actually influenced by the Everly Brothers, as were the Beatles. They were into 50s rock and roll, black R&B, and they were led by Brian Wilson, who incorporated unconventional recording techniques. He actually studied under Phil Spector. I read a really great book called Beach Boys Making of Pet Sounds, and it's all about everything he did building out Pet Sounds, what influenced each song, and he had been studying under Phil Spector and the Wall of Sound. Another interesting thing is I actually just finished Cher's memoir, part 1, and she did a whole bunch of work for Phil Spector. She was a background singer for him because Sonny was like Phil Spector's studio guy, but Cher was friends with Brian Wilson. Like, he'd always be in the studio when she was there, and her nickname for Brian Wilson was Brain. So that's a cool fact. But yeah, the Beach Boys are known as one of the most influential groups of the era. And in 1962, they hit big with Surfin' Safari, and they followed with a bunch of other singles that embraced California youth culture. But it was in 1966 with Pet Sounds that it raised the band's prestige, because Brian Wilson had moved away from all these like simple boppy tunes, and instead, like, if you listen to Pet Sounds, like, that's such an introspective album. Like, he really goes deep. And so, and his production became, that's when he put all of the things he learned from Phil Spector, with all the doubling of the vocals and just building this, just painting a picture with voices. That's when he really put that to work. But after Pet Sounds, their momentum kind of skidded. Smile got shelved, and 1983, his brother Dennis drowned, and the band kind of like did not, like, Brian retired pretty much. Like, he was having some mental stuff, and I think the band was carried by friends, but yeah. And 1998, they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And this song, the song I picked, this Beach Boys song I picked from Pet Sounds, and I love this song, and I just wasn't made for these times. I thought that song embodies just, sometimes I feel like that. It's just, I don't know. I just think what he wrote is such a universal theme of like how it can feel like, where do I fit? And he just nailed it in his lyrics. So this is my last song from the theme, Family Jewels. Beach Boys with I Just Wasn't Made for These Times. Thanks again. It has been a great night starter. And I do want to say one last thing, and then I'll come back and like say goodbyes and stuff and probably do something weird again. But I just want to say thank you, to everyone on the stream, on Twitch and YouTube for supporting me. Some of you have been like subscribing. Some of you have been putting emojis up there. I'm still learning how to read it all. And tipping. And you don't have to, like, I'm just grateful to be here and to be giving. Like I said, it's really intense times in the world everywhere right now. Everywhere. Everybody's going through stuff, big and little. And little things can seem bigger than the big things. And you have to pay attention to those things and uplift each other and put love into everything you do. I'm not trying to be a cornball. I am a cornball. But sometimes it's just connecting with your neighbor and just seeing how they're doing and just listening. Listening through the noise. So, I don't know, I encourage you to call a friend tomorrow and just say, hey, how are you? And don't even say how you're doing. Just check on somebody. That's what it's about. And I appreciate you guys. And I love you. I love you for being here. I love you for hanging out and sharing in how magical music is and how healing it is. So, every Wednesday night, unless I can't do it, then it'll be another Wednesday night. We'll hang out here and we'll watch weird videos and I'll sing you some songs and maybe we'll learn a few things. So, with that, here's the Beach Boys with the beautiful song, I Need a Sip of Water. That's the name of it. I need a sip of water. No, I just wasn't made for these times. Here we go. Sorry about my microphone tonight, too. Just wasn't made for this microphone. This is also a hard song. Come on, Brian.
Look for a place to be where I can speak my mind. And I've been trying hard to find the people that I won't leave behind. They say I got brains, but they ain't doing me no good. I wish they could. Each time things start to happen again, I think I got something good going for what goes wrong. Sometimes I feel very sad. Sometimes I feel very sad. Sometimes I feel very sad. I guess I just wasn't made for these times. Every time I get the inspiration to go change things around, no one wants to help me look for places where new things might be found. Where can I turn when my fair weather friends hop by? What's it all about? Each time things start to happen again, I think I've got something good going for, but what goes wrong? Sometimes I feel very sad. Sometimes I feel very sad. Sometimes I feel very sad. I
a good tune. I think these are the real backing tracks, you guys.
I guess I just wasn't made for these. I guess I just wasn't made for these. I guess I just wasn't made for these times. I guess I just wasn't made for these. I guess I just wasn't made for these.
That was the Beach Boys from the album Pet Sounds. I guess I just wasn't made for these times. Who was? Oh, thanks again, everybody. Happy Night Starter. It's good seeing everybody in the room. I'm gonna wrap up the night with the theme song again, and then I'll leave the stream going. I'll hang out on the chat and I'll play a couple of videos. Maybe I'll do a night song. Should I just do the night song now and then we hang out and I'll leave the chat open? I'll do that. I'll do the night song. It's so good seeing you guys. I see Dylan. I see, who's Penfold Hamster? You're new. Happy to meet you. I know my friend Sasha was here somewhere, but I don't know what her name is on the stream. Oh, I see Human Being is here. Mr. Mendo. Walk the Plank. Rats Chuko. Dylan. Wiki Dawn. Bowie Aguilar is here. Momo Money. Galaxy 9. Just reading all your. Thank you again. It's been a great room. Felix Moon Rocks. We met in real life up in, where was that? Annapolis? With Loca Connie. That was so fun. I feel like we have a secret club. Night Starter, it's the spot. Okay, I'm gonna do the night song. This is not from the family theme. That was it for the Family Jewels theme for tonight's episode, but I'll surprise you with another Family Jewels episode. Believe me, there was so much stuff. And I'll keep you guys updated on next week. I think I'll probably not have a stream, but it'll be a last minute announcement if I do. But I will be back the following week, which would be February 11th. Yeah. Happy Night Starter. Penfold, what's up? Thank you so much. Oh, well, I appreciate you so much listening and Walk the Plank. Yeah, it's great seeing so many people on YouTube and Twitch tonight. All right, here's the night song. Not from the Family Jewels, but it is from my folder of night songs. I always like a night song with just some piano or some guitar, nothing else. I need to catch my breath again, though. I need to go back to the gym. I like fine right here, too.
Some people live for the fortune. Some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power. Some people live to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what it is. And I never fought and let life support so full of the superficial. Some people want it all, I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, babe. Some people want diamond rings, but some just want everything. Everything means nothing if I ain't got you. Some people search for a fountain that to share with no one who cares. For me, some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. It ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, and I just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you. If I ain't done it, means nothing if it ain't you. Some people want diamond rings, and I just want everything. Everything means nothing if I don't got you. If I ain't got you with me, baby, said nothing in this whole wide world don't mean a thing. If I ain't got you with me, baby, if I ain't got you. And that was Alicia Keys with If I Ain't Got You. Happy Night Starter, everyone. Sorry again about my weird Streamlabs bots that I gave permissions to. I'm telling you, I'm getting so high tech. All right, I'm gonna bring the theme song back in to close out the night. Then I leave the chat open. I'll play a couple videos. I saw Cosmic Taco Beach Jack was here. Thank you again. He made my new logos. He's really incredible. And hopefully he'll be doing some guest hellos here and there on the show. Yeah. Thanks again. Thanks everybody for subscribing, for the super chats, for hanging out, for just making my night. I see Uncle Ron's here. I think I saw Uncle Ron. I also see Ronald Mello. Is that Uncle Ron? Anyways, my dad. Okay, here's the theme song. I'll replay a couple of the weird videos and we'll hang on the chat for like 10 minutes. And then I'll see you soon. Maybe I'll play a Cosmic Taco commercial too. Here's that wonderful theme song. Thanks again, guys. I had to just say that. Okay, now I'm going to disappear for real. Good night. Oops, wait, what am I playing? I'm going to play a Weenie Fire song to start with. Bye. You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, boy, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Trying to set the night on fire.
Hey, you ever thought about taking drugs?
I don't know. Well, I never really thought about it.
Think hard. The first hit's free, but you find me when you need more. The choice is yours.
What do you think? Nah, this drugs not worth the time.
A message from Concerned Children's
Taught your children to be polite and friendly, but have you taught them when not to be?
Hi there. Do you live around here?
Uh-huh.
You going to school?
Yes.
Well, I could give you a ride.
Last year, 50,000 children disappeared, many of them from nice, safe neighborhoods.
It's okay. Come on, help me.
Talk to your children about not talking to strangers, and do it today. A message for your child's safety from the American Medical Association.
Outer space. The funky unknown. These are the sonic excursions of the Cosmic Taco. Its infinite mission to free your mind, to beam up that behind, to cosmically float beyond space and time.
Yo, if you want that mega dope extraterrestrial doo-doo funk for your star child mothership trunk,
then attune yourself to the Cosmic Taco.
We got all the songs every Taco Tuesday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard on Shady Pines Radio.
Warning. Listening may induce hypnotic states, spontaneous interdimensional time travel, and the emergence of other funky modes of being.
Consult your highest self before tuning in.
Hi, my name is Carla Shaw. You can stop at 5 or 6 stores or just one. I don't need friends, they disappoint me.
Hi, I'm Todd LaRue. You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. I feel like a deer in the headlights of love.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming. You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one.
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. Can I ask you kind of a weird question?
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. I am the queen of the universe. The waves part, and they engulf me, and the water is warm.
Or just one. I can see the Statue of Liberty from here.
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores or just one. I can't stand it when she touches me.
People say that time heals all wounds.
Hawaii's famed volcanoes are the most spectacular, yet the most readily accessible in all the world, and offer a magnificent view of nature's greatest power display. They are the legendary home of the fire goddess Pele. The date is February 28, 1955. And for the first time in over 100 years, a violent eruption is underway in the Puna district on the island of Hawaii, about 200 miles over water from Waikiki Beach and the Honolulu area on Oahu. This eruption touched the lives of 1,000 people, destroying homes and valuable lands, yet there were no deaths. The mighty lava fountains and rivers have erupted on the East Rift Zone of Mauna Loa, a mountain that is the greatest single accumulation of lava on Earth, over 10,000 cubic miles in all, built up by countless eruptions down through the centuries. A rare sight as a volcano erupts in the backyard of a home with devastating results. Lava boulders as large as a house are carried along in the crest of the river. These are formed by large sections of crater rims breaking off, or maybe a portion of a lava river bank, which has been undermined. Hawaii's volcanoes have a fascination for all. It is quite true that the natives and tourists alike run to and not from the eruptions. Yet, they all have a deep respect for the fire goddess Pele, who, according to legend, is responsible for the volcanic activities. For they will occur whenever she returns to one of her many homes on the slopes of Mauna Loa. The lava rivers that flow over the land cause most of the damage. They may move swiftly, or they may just inch along, but nothing can stop their forward march. This once beautiful palm grove is doomed to a fiery death. The soft rustling of the trade winds through the palm fronds has forever been stilled by the incinerating power of the lava flow. Each tree dies with majestic grace.